touchdown. That's a touchdown. Now, let's leave that for him. What do you think? Huh? We leave that for him. Oh, damn it. Man. Get my head if you want to play for me. Huh? All right. How long has it been? 5 minutes. Just seeing if anybody even show up. Nobody yet. Anyway, what's going on, party people? I should let this M80 off. I froze. I froze. So anyway, I had a good rant today on my other channel about religion and whatnot. But speaking of religion, I want to congratulate Donnie, country homestead preacher, on 1,000 subs. That's awesome. Donnie's a good guy. I like Donnie. I like what he preaches. Good dude. Now, let's just see if anybody tunes in tonight. Or maybe I pissed everybody off and they don't want to come talk to me. Wouldn't be the first time. Right, Jackie? I know you're watching. But anyway, it says 2 people watching. I don't know who them 2 people are. Well, I think one of them's my wife. I don't know who the other person is. Feel free to say hi in the chat. Maybe I can get into a conversation with somebody other than myself, which I'm also good at doing. What are you thinking? There was something I was going to get into tonight, but I can't remember what it was. What do I want to talk about? I don't remember. Oh, you hear me smacking my lips with my candy? Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I used to have a. I had a lighter out here somewhere. What the heck I did with my lighter? I'm going to tell you. I don't know what I do with things. Daggone if I know who the other viewer is. It says 1 now, so it must have left. Boring. I'm boring. I could swear I had a lighter right here. With my cigar. I had an ashtray. But Donnie's live and Ridge Life is live. So people are probably on their channels watching them, which I don't blame them because they're probably a lot more. I ain't probably about it, but a lot more entertaining to watch than me. All right, back in a second. Uh-oh. Hmm. So let's see. That's there. This is here. Hmm. Ow. Might not like. This is kind of an old cigar. I got. Hey, Mary, how you doing? I'm just trying to aggravate people tonight. Why not? Aggravating people is fun. Ow, 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 ow. Burning yourself is not fun. But anyway. So, there's another troublemaker. The other troublemaker's in the house. The one that tried to burn down her kitchen. Looked like a murder scene because jammed up a, I don't know what that was, a grinder or something. Poor Rob. Come home from working a hard day and have to deal with that. Oh, it was a tomato press. You're making wine with a tomato press. So you're taking the grapes and pressing them in a tomato press. Like it works great. It works great. Let's see. Got some candy in my pocket just in case. Chicken Johnny said it didn't work well. Should have listened. Yep. Chicken Johnny don't lie. I noticed something tonight. I went to be respectful to another channel and said, and anyway, I just froze. And anyway, I said hello. And some of the people in the channel that used to be close friends of mine didn't say 2 words to me. Just goes to show you. But then again, I didn't say nothing to them either. I guess it goes both ways, right? Yeah, poor Rob. Michelle, I swear, if I ever get another death metal band together and we do an album, your kitchen is going to be the picture of that album cover. Because your kitchen looked like a murder scene. Anyway. Boy, hello, Pop. How you doing, Daddy-O? How you doing there, Daddy-O, Daddy-O, Daddy-O? How you feeling, Daddy-O, Daddy-O, Daddy-O? I dropped the linkage. Help yourselves. I drops the linkage. Anybody wants to come on, it's free game tonight. We just gonna have a good old evening. Chitty chat chat. That'd be a good movie title, wouldn't it? Remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? I'll make a movie called Chitty Chat Chat. Oh, hold on. I see ya. I got to find the mouse. I think the cat's got it. Hey, Dad.
What's up, Bub?
How the heck you feeling, Bub?
A whole lot better today.
Good. Good.
Sleep is all get out, but a whole lot better.
Look, Me wants to come in here. Should I let Me in here?
Yeah.
If she does to my channel what she did to her kitchen, I ain't gonna have a channel left.
Uh-oh.
Did you see anything, Pop?
What'd she do?
She melted a pressure cooker.
What?
How do you melt a pressure?
How do you melt a pressure cooker?
Tell me.
I did.
No comment.
None.
You was eating Pop-Tarts and forgot about it.
Hey, Papa Rock, what do you think the first thing I said was?
I don't know.
Wait till I tell Papa Rock this one.
He's like, wait till Papa Rock hears about this. So I'm like, oh, goody. Oh, it gets better.
Oh,
it gets better. There were other happenings in my kitchen today. It went from... And listen, hold on. I'm trying to open my computer. I'm canning my green beans now because I melted the seal. You know, the rubber seal that goes around?
yeah.
Well, I had it on a burner and I opened the wrong burner. I turned the wrong burner on and it was just a mess.
Oh my.
So I saw black smoke and smelled it and I'm like, oh crap. So that happened.
Popo come?
Yeah. No. So then I thought, now I have all these grapes that I want to do because I'm making wine out of my grapes. So I thought, let's try to use the tomato press. Wait a minute, I'll show you the picture. I have to pull it up. I sent it to Shaky, so let me pull it up in my. Unless you could show him, Shaky.
I'm on my computer. I can't do anything.
Okay, hold on.
Pop, Jackie and Mary both said hello to you.
Oh, hello. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jack.
Yeah, this is weird. I'm not usually on here like this. I can't see any comments. So anyway, I'm looking for the picture. Right now I'm canning the green beans. I finally have them in there going, and right now I can smell green beans. So that's not always a good sign.
Well, when you can see green beans, you better worry.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out in a minute because we're gonna open the canner here soon. But hold on, I'm trying to get my messenger open. There we go. to get this picture up because it looks horrid. Actually, Rob, I texted the picture to Rob and he asked me where the cat was.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Poor Rob.
Yeah, poor Rob. Listen, and I was doing all of this without water in my kitchen sink.
What?
The water, we've been having water issues here. So for some reason, it stopped in the kitchen sink. So I've been doing this. Mm-hmm.
I got that closed up again.
The sprayer works, but the actual water coming out of the faucet doesn't.
Is your filter plugged?
No. No.
I thought it was a screen because the sprayer is hooked to your line to that sink. So if the sprayer works and the sink doesn't, that sounds to me like it's a screen.
It's a screen on the end of the faucet.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. You got to unscrew it.
Yeah, I did that. It's not that. Rob,
there's a clog in the valve.
Yep.
There's a clog in the valve, yeah. So.
Yep, there's a clog in that valve right there.
I can't find the picture.
Oh boy, it's gonna get it's gonna get good now.
Yeah, it is.
Look at this. Look at this.
Who is that?
It's the police.
The quality of the stream's just gone downhill now, mate.
The popo on the scene.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just making my way into work. I'm just driving in and just had some. I'm going in late this morning. I've just had some brunch and got me coffee, and I'm all set. So, but we've had a little bit of excitement in Central Victoria here today. We had a magnitude 6 earthquake hit in the middle of the state.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh,
everybody okay?
Yeah, there's a couple of restaurants in Melbourne have lost a couple of walls, so they've got bricks all over the place. Fairly light damage, but yeah, earthquakes in Victoria are a pretty rare event, and certainly it's the first time I've actually heard and felt physical result from an earthquake in my lifetime. So.
Oh wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Just to the northwest of Melbourne is a mountain range. At the end of the Great Dividing Range, and there's a mountain there called Mount Buller. It's a snowfield, and yeah, apparently it was centered there. So obviously the mountains were given a little bit of a shift and a shimmy and a reposition, rolling over in bed like they do.
I'm surprised we don't get earthquakes here where I live at, because it's weird because I live in the mountains, but all the earthquakes are over on the seaboard where I used to live, where it's flatland, and and that's where all these earthquakes are happening up and down the East Coast, but they're not happening here in the mountains. So I don't know what that is.
Depends where the fault lines are and what caused the mountain. So, a lot of mountains form when two plates hit each other and rise up. I mean, that's how the Himalayas are actually two plates that are crashing into each other. And so it just depends where the movement of the tectonic plates are and what determines it. So sometimes the mountains have sort of settled down and they just do little tremors every now and then.
That sounded like more than a little tremor.
I'm glad everybody's all right.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah,
all right there. So that's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, we're not a real big. Australia's actually located right in the middle of a tectonic plate, so we don't get very big earthquakes. They're a very, very rare event. So there's only been one earthquake. I'm 53. I can only remember one earthquake where there were casualties, and that was a long time ago. That was a place called Newcastle.
You're in Victoria, Australia, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So the state on the east coast down the south.
Just stay safe.
Yeah. So it hasn't been any aftershocks or anything. So yeah, the whole state's a buzz. We get them so rarely, and certainly one of that magnitude. So it's all over Facebook, and people are talking about it. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I suppose it's the difference between living somewhere where you rarely get them and somewhere that always gets them. One place you're excited, the other place you're sick of them.
Yeah. We had one here. Oh, it's been years ago, but we're sitting in the living room, and I mean the whole house was shaking.
Yeah.
It
Where'd
was
he go?
spooky. He probably froze me. Kicked
Hey,
himself out.
Hey,
I'm
Papa
right here.
Rock, you
Don't worry.
ready?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you sing it?
Shake, get
I
that
tell you
phone
what,
screen, Shake.
I tell you what, Shaky, if you were a superhero, your pseudonym would be Mr. Freeze.
No, you can't. Hey, I sent it to you, Papa Rock.
All right, just send it to me.
Yeah, I did.
And then I got you another bag, and then there's your sub. You want your sub now, or
Just put it in the fridge. Give Bubba half of it, and your grandmother.
You can give me half too. It's raining up here on the mountain. Our internet is sucking the night. It is bad.
Yeah, it's rained here on and off all day.
Hey, about 10 years ago, we had an earthquake where I used to live in Southern Maryland, and I was at work. I worked at a sand and gravel pit, and I swear, when we had the earthquake, I thought an excavator was riding by I had a trailer for an office because I worked in a scale house, and I thought an excavator that's what it felt like. Like, you know, if you've ever been near an excavator moving because of the tracks, or a bulldozer, it's kind of like a tuk 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 as it goes by. That's what that earthquake felt like to me. It was just like, you know, it was just like the vibration of a machine moving past me.
Wow. Okay. Michelle, what was that?
he said he'd fix it.
Grapes in the tomato press.
It didn't work, did it?
No, it didn't.
Michelle's going to work for me. Michelle's going to work for me making my special effects for my next horror movie.
There you
yeah,
go.
I can do that.
Yeah, with that you can.
Yeah.
Now,
Jackie?
Did I hear you were canning up some beans?
What? I'm trying.
Oh, cool.
I'm attempting, yes.
Oh.
I can smell beans, so I don't know, we'll see. I melted the seal, the gasket. I melted that on my stovetop tonight.
Yep.
So that was a mess. We dealt with that.
It's always fun. There's always something goes on when you're preserving.
See? It's not just me.
We're actually uploading a video tonight. We just made a batch of sweet mustard pickles. So I've got a preserving video of that process going up tonight on the Sweeney Street channel, which will be good.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite spreads put on a sandwich. So it's a sort of a it's like a relish, but it's made of cucumber and cauliflower and mustard and a little bit of curry and vinegar and sugar. So it's sort of got that sweet and sour tang taste to it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about making grape jelly tomorrow, but I'm not sure about that now.
And I've got my lunch here. I'll show you what I'm having for lunch. Yep.
Lunch?
Made these up.
That looks more like a whole meal.
Oh, it might be a couple of days worth.
No, it's about half a day.
They're a
Steve,
good old fashioned.
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about Australia, brother.
Yeah, good to see you got the akadaka on, mate.
There you go.
That's right.
Yep. So Aussies don't call them ACDC, we call them akadaka.
Akadaka.
Just what we do with names. Yeah, we either lengthen it or shorten it or put a Y on the end or.
I tell you what I love is pickled cauliflower.
Oh yeah.
Pickle it. Oh, I love pickled cauliflower. I love cauliflower anyway. I'm crazy. I'll eat it, but I love pickled and put it in a jar.
Well, you'll need to check this video out when it goes up, mate, because it's cauliflower and cucumber and onion, and then it's boiled up in sugar, vinegar, mustard powder, and curry powder.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Jack, you better be listening to this.
Yeah.
She's listening. She said, "Yummy cauliflower."
Yeah, it's one of the few. I'm not real big on cauliflower, but I love the pickles I make from them.
That sounds good.
it's really good on corned beef or silver side. So do that in a slow cooker for 6-7 hours, and it's just really tender. And then you put pickles on the top of it. She's pretty good fare.
I made bread and butter freezer pickles this year.
Yeah, I don't like bread and butter pickles.
Oh, really? I love those.
No, I don't like them.
Jackie, yeah.
Yeah, those are my favorite. These are really good.
Oh, I love those. They're really nice. Any sort of
I take
gherkin
banana
or
peppers and make it like that.
See, I'm a really different Australian. Most Australians, when they go to Macca's, they get their McDonald's, they get their hamburger made without the pickles in it because a lot of Australians don't like it.
Oh, really?
I go in and a lot of Australians don't like the pickles. It's not a traditional thing on our hamburgers.
Oh, a hamburger ain't a hamburger unless you got a pickle.
Yeah,
I agree. I order mine. I get extra put on. I love them.
Yeah, pickles, onions.
I don't get the little round ones. When I go to the store, I get the long slices where they slice it long ways. That's what I put on my hamburgers. I want a pickle. And oh man!
All right, well, mate, the next hamburger you make, try putting some pickled beets on it, beetroot.
I saw something at the store that I want to get that I've got to try, and that's Wagyu. I've never had Wagyu beef, and I really want to try it.
What is it?
If you can get the real Wagyu, it's good.
Yeah, I want to try it. I really want to try it. It's a special cow. It's bred. I think it's a Japanese bred cow.
It is. Yeah.
And they say they're awesome. They say the taste of a Wagyu is awesome.
I have heard that. I've not seen them around here though.
Yeah, they're coming to the States now. There's more of them here, and but I really want to.
They have a lot of there's a lot of fat marbled through the meat, so that when it cooks, it renders down. It becomes really tender.
Oh,
but
yeah.
there's Wagyu and then there's fake Wagyu. You got to be careful what you sort of get as well.
Now, what's fake Wagyu?
There's a lot of producers that have these that are producing cows and they're claiming them as Wagyu, but when you sort of look into it, they're not a purebred. They're a cross
Okay.
So if the real traditional Japanese Wagyu, you've nearly got to take out a second mortgage to secure a good piece of steak out of one of those.
Wow. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap. No.
And
my favorite meal is a slice about that thick of bologna with cheese. Yeah. Oh yeah, fry it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And hey, Pop, let me tell you, I love liverwurst and mustard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a little relish too. I don't care. I grew up old school, brother.
There you go.
And what is that pastrami loaf or whatever, the bologna that's got
pastrami? Yeah.
It's got the olives or peppers and stuff. Oh, I love that. I love that stuff too.
One thing I won't eat is head sauce.
No, I don't.
Oh no.
Yeah, same as the thing. We people love hot dogs, and I don't mind them every now and then, but you got to go into eating hot dogs knowing.
That's so funny.
Read it. I put it up there.
It's Santa Claus.
What's it say? I'll have to turn my phone sideways.
Oh.
Papa Rock, my son, sees you and says, "Hey, Daddy, it's Santa."
I tell you, I think I called him a lot of different names, but Santa wasn't one of them.
That's so cute. That's so cute. I have a lot of horseradish growing here, and it's about time for me to start digging that up.
You got quite a bit this year?
Yeah. Well, I planted it 2 years ago and haven't ever dug it up yet. And the plant is huge.
Yeah, I'd say so. Probably like a big beet.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see. I'm not going to dig it all up because I want to leave it grow some.
The winter don't bother it?
Mm-mm. No, it comes back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just cut it way back to the ground and it just comes right back up. And it's huge.
I'd say so.
It's huge. So I'm excited to do that. I think I'm gonna make cowboy candy. The plan is making cowboy candy in jelly this week. We'll see.
Well, Shaky, talking about comments that people make, I jumped into Boots and Bounty Homestead live a couple of weeks ago. So I usually jump on there and have a bit of a chat. And the parents were there and they read out, "Oh, Bomber Steve's here," and one of their kids out the back. And I've jumped on and showed them the kangaroos, and they've seen all my wildlife videos I've got on my channel. One of the kids heard Bomber Steve, and she went, "Bomber Steve, he's my favourite YouTuber." And that just made my day, because I'm thinking, I'm up against blokes like Mr. Beast and Dan TDM and a few guys that have got millions of followers, and I'm her favourite YouTuber. I'm thinking that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that comment awesome. Right there made me feel real good.
That's nice. That was nice.
Yeah, that was.
It's nice when people that watch your videos interact with you, or people you go into lives, and the internet and all this has got its dark side, but this is the upside of it. This is the networking, and I would never have met you guys apart from this process. So
the people I get on with, they're all family to me. We all laugh, joke, carry on, have a good time. That's what it's about.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah,
and we're family. We are family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, we always say that on the end of our video. If you're enjoying the channel, like the video. If you're enjoying the channel, subscribe and join our community and join our family. So we view all of our subs as family members, and we appreciate the support we get from them. I'd like a few more of them, but that's just going to take time.
When I get off here, I'm gonna go over and sub on your channel.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Appreciate it.
I'll get over and sub on it.
Yeah, look, we get a bit frustrated at times, because we're pretty proud of the content we put out. We think we make a pretty good video. Like I put a fair bit of time into the editing and trying to make it into. They look nice.
Yeah, y'all make great videos. I love y'all's videos.
Yeah.
Them looks good, and Michelle.
That looks really good.
Didn't break.
Yep.
Not yet.
Steve, I'm in college, and I've taken editing, I've taken film, and all kinds of stuff, and getting it, to get a degree in film. But you know what? When I do YouTube, I hate editing. I just don't do it. I just don't.
I'd rather do it live than I would edit.
Yeah.
I love to edit. I just haven't felt like it lately.
All right, Danny.
I have about 8 videos sitting.
Thank you, Danny.
Danny, I cannot make any promises on being good, but I'll take care.
And tell them Santa Claus will be around before long.
The one part of the process I really love is when you get it set up and then you go to look for the music, and you've got this bit of footage in mind, and you find the perfect bit of music that just matches it perfectly. It's
and you can't use it because of the copyright.
Yeah, well, we only use we only go into the YouTube library or YouTube clips that have no copyright. So and there's some great stuff out there.
YouTube has a big library of music that you can use. Some of it, some of it you don't have to say anything. Some of it you're supposed to put the artist down in your description or whatever. But it's free. I mean, it's all there and it's free. So
for sure.
Do you use TubeBuddy?
Huh?
Yeah, we do.
I don't. I don't.
Yeah, TubeBuddy's a good resource as well. If you want to monitor and track the progress of your channel, it's good.
Go into the member perks on your TubeBuddy, and then you can get to a free subscription to Audio Hero.
I just subbed to you, bub.
Awesome, appreciate it.
No problem.
What's that?
I just subbed to his channel.
Okay. Did you hear what I said about TubeBuddy? Go into your member perks, and there's a free subscription to Audio Hero in there.
$700.
You can get more music.
Really?
Yeah.
Make sure you watch the video of me tripping up and doing a dirt dive. It'll give you a good laugh of the day.
Sure will. Well, people, I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna put my head to the pillow.
Hey, I also want y'all to know, other than Sweeney's Creek Farm, Steve has another channel called Bomber Steve, where he catches poisonous snakes, lizards, all kinds of stuff, and relocates them. And he's better than the late Steve Irwin, in my opinion. I love watching both his channels.
No.
We're just coming into snake season now, so I'm hoping to get a few more videos to get up on that one. So I'm actually hoping. We're actually trying to get the Victorian law changed here so that we can actually put videos up of our capture. We're not allowed to show any videos of handling or capturing, so I'm really hoping the law changes soon so we'll be able to do that.
We just had a law passed here in West Virginia, which I kind of am very grateful of. We don't have any restrictions on exotic animals, and that's fine.
Yeah.
As long as they're taken care of and properly kept. I have no issue with this. But what they did was they made 150, I think, reptiles, and they were all reptiles. I think for the most part, they're all reptiles that are native here, where you cannot keep them as pets, which I am glad of.
Yep.
You know, just leave them wild. Don't go out and catch a rattlesnake or a black snake,
No.
or any kind of snake or
You
turtle.
don't need that.
Let the thing, and if you find a box turtle, release it where you found it, because if you take that thing, they only live within a mile of where they're born.
That's right.
If you take them out of their known, they know that mile. If you take them away, it stresses them out, and they may not survive because of it. So just leave them where you. If they're in the road, in the direction they're heading, take them in that direction and put them down and let them keep continuing in their direction. But don't take them home, or that's just, it's bad for the animal.
Well, here in Australia, we're not allowed to own any exotic reptiles or animals. So you can only own natives, and they can only be captive bred. So you're not allowed to take any animals out from the wild. In fact, the requirements on my license as a relocator, if I pick up a snake today and I put it in a bag to relocate, I've got 24 hours to release that animal.
Yeah.
If I take longer than if I'm caught longer than 24 hours by the department, I can be de-licensed, because that then leads into poaching.
And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, exactly. And I fully support those regulations.
Yep.
And I also fully support our biosecurity laws, which stop us from bringing in corn snakes and ball pythons and all those really cool snakes, but we don't want them out in our ecosystem. We've got enough bloody feral animals out there now.
Look at Florida. Look what Florida's going through right now. They're invaded. They've been invaded not only by the pythons, but the iguanas down there.
Yeah, the
iguanas have gone crazy. So, Steve,
and
while I'm thinking about it, my wife Jackie subscribed to your channel, and Danny and Gray's Cars and Toys also subscribed to you.
Fantastic.
Three more subs.
We really appreciate the support.
That's great.
All right, people, I'm heading out of here.
All right, Dad, I love you.
Love you.
All right. See you, Santa.
Oh.
Hey, where was me present last year, you mongrel? I didn't get anything.
Man, well, Michelle, go plug it in or get your iPod or whatever you got to do. No,
well, dude, I'm in the car park trying to procrastinate about going in to start and work, so I better get in there before the boss finds out.
I hear you. You have a great, safe day.
Yeah, you too, mate. Love seeing your lives come up and jump on and say good day.
And you're always welcome, Steve. You're always welcome.
Mate, I'm looking forward to this world sort of returning to normality, and one of us getting to the other's country and meeting face to face one day.
Absolutely. It will happen.
As I said, mate, if you get to Australia, there's a place to stay here, and there's a barbie on and a esky full of beer.
We're coming. It's just wind, but we're coming. You better believe it.
Yeah, I know.
It's a long flight, but we're going to do it.
I know. I've been over to America once, and I think the flight back was worse.
Yeah.
It's a long flight.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But I spent 3 weeks on the West Coast, but I'd love to get over to the East Coast. There's a few bucket list items over there I want to get to. I want to get to Gettysburg National Park, and I want to get to Richmond.
I'm about an hour and a half from Gettysburg.
Oh, fantastic. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
wargaming nut here as well, and particularly American Civil War wargaming. So yeah, very passionate about the topic. I do a lot of reading on it. Hello, I think he's frozen up. All right, people, I'm getting out of here. So, oh, yep, there he is.
Yeah, but I'm also about an hour from Antietam.
Yeah.
So I'm close to Antietam and Gettysburg. So yeah, it was great. If you come over, we'll get together and we'll go do the cool stuff.
Amazing battle. Well, yeah, I mean, tragic battle, but amazing battle at Antietam. It was yeah.
That was the bloodiest, and Gettysburg was the longest.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gettysburg was the high water mark of the Confederacy, so that was sort of the turning point of when things went south for them, and yeah.
Wow.
There were a lot of things that happened at Gettysburg that had a flow-on effect later in the war, which was, you know, when you study the history of it, it's amazing. General Hood, who was one of General Lee's major commanders, he was seriously wounded at Gettysburg, and he had control of an army later on in the war, and he was suffering from the pain from that wound and was basically on medications and sort of opiates to try and deal with it, and was totally inefficient in that battle because of the state he was in. So there were a lot of flow-on effects that happened as what happened at Gettysburg.
And we and right here where I live at is where Stonewall Jackson came through.
Oh wow! Yep.
Yeah. So there's a lot of history around here. It's a lot of great history. Where I know you got to get around. Where I grew up in Southern Maryland, it was a big house, and my grandfather used to talk about it. He said, "See that big house?" I said, "Yeah." And he would tell me the story every time we went by because it was only like 20 minutes from our house. And he says, "Man, a Civil War colonel built that house after the Civil War. It's a big, huge, beautiful place."
Yep. Yeah. An amazing part of history.
Yeah, it's sad, but it's history. It's just sad. It's something we need to learn from and move on with.
Exactly right. You know, and you know it was a conflict that was based around a number of issues. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, the major issues were ones that had major impacts to the country.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know, while I don't support I mean, you know, as a war gamer, I actually have a Confederate Army and I've got a Union Army, and you know, and I enjoy the historical part of it. You know, I certainly don't subscribe to the Confederate philosophy of, you know, where they sort of came from. But you know, that was a different time, and there were great men fighting for a wrong cause, in my opinion.
Some of it yes, some of it no, because it wasn't just over slavery. There was other issues
That's right.
to it, and some of it was taxation and them being taxed.
Yep.
But with war, it's all bad to me. I mean, I wish we could find a better way I wish we could really find a better way to settle things, but it'll never happen.
Well, we've been at it 100,000 years so far, and we haven't worked it out yet, unfortunately. So,
no.
Yeah, it's in our DNA, unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, dude. Have a great night. Make sure you get some sleep.
You have a great day, and it's always great to see you.
Always. And yeah, love those beans that came out. They look good. Hopefully they all worked out for you.
It did. They all popped. So far so good.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's what we want to hear.
I
Lovely.
know. It
All
was
right.
a long day.
Take care, all.
All right, Steve.
Bye.
Have a great day, buddy. Be safe, brother.
Bye.
Love you all.
Love you too, bro.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Oh, I love when he comes on. I really
He
do.
really is nice. Now my house smells of green beans at 9 o'clock.
Did one of the things pop on you, or?
They didn't break. The seals, they popped. They did the canning thing pop.
Yeah. Well, that's why I meant. Did any of the jars bust open or something?
No bust.
Good.
That's a good. I've had them bust. It's a mess. It's a mess when that happens.
Yeah. Do it with chili.
No. I think we did it with corn, and you know corn stinks. I have tomatoes that I froze whole in my freezer from last year.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm going to try to make sauce out of them. They still look good. There's no freezer burn. There's no nothing on. They look fine.
Jackie bought one of them seal meal things.
Yeah.
So we freeze a lot of stuff, but she did buy me a pressure cooker at a yard sale, and I really want to start canning next year. I think I want to, if everything works out and I get this greenhouse built maybe this winter, for next year that I will be canning.
Are you? You're frozen. Frozen. So anyway, how is everybody's day? Yeah. I'm
gonna try to keep that greenhouse going, if not year round, if I can.
You froze for like a long
I'm coming
time.
back. I'll be there.
I know. I just talk to the people. Yeah. I think next year, because I do a little greenhouse in my kitchen and I make all that. I'm not doing it next year. I'm going to just go buy plants next year. Yeah. I think. And the whole garden is going to be planted differently because I do a lot of green beans and I didn't have enough this year. I had to replant and then replant again. So I'm going to make one whole bed because we have 4 big beds. One of them is just going to be green beans.
Jackie, what do we pay for a bushel of corn? That's pretty much the only thing I wouldn't be able to grow because it's got to be in a place where the stalks, the corn.
Why couldn't
I don't know. I just think it's going to be hard. It would be hard to grow in a greenhouse with aquaponics. I don't know. I just don't see it done. But we bought a bushel of corn for like $4, I think. That's
cheap. It's $4 a year. Or a dozen.
Well, I think we paid like $4 for our whole bushel.
That's really good.
So I can buy it cheaper than I can grow it. The corn, I know I can. And we just took, I was so lazy. My grandfather used to cook. No, I don't remember if he cooked it or not, but he used to shave the corn off the cob.
Yeah.
Throw the cob to the chickens and then freeze it, put it in freezer bags and freeze the corn.
That's really good. Have you ever made corn cob jelly?
No.
That is the best stuff you'll ever have in your life. I promise. It tastes just like honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was $10 for the bushel of corn. And that was for the bushel and all. I think I even got the basket with it. But
yeah, that's still cheap.
Yeah, it was a real good deal. That's why I got it. But yeah, that if I can, keep getting corn for that kind of money, yeah, I'll buy the damn corn and freeze it.
Well, I still got it. Even if you put corn outside, someone's going to come eat it.
I got bags and I put like 4 to 6 ears in a bag and I just put it in the freezer and there's still some in there. I take it out whenever I feel like eating corn and boil it.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
And it's still fine. It's still fine.
Now you need to take those corn cobs and make jelly out of it.
Oh, okay.
It's really good. It tastes just like honey.
I've never even had it.
Yeah. And I think all you put in there is sugar. Cobs, you leave them soak for a while and then you boil them down and then strain it and use that water to make the jelly with. It's good. You would like it.
I'll try it.
Yeah. I didn't make any this year. I only grew corn in the garden this year, actually, so I could have the stalks for decoration in the fall. We did eat off of it, but I mean, that's why I did it.
Yeah, there's no way I could plant a cornfield here. It's just the rocks. You go outside, it's just rocks, and I mean boulders and rocks. We don't have. I don't have a yard. I only have grass.
It's just all mountain.
It's either rock or trees.
Yeah. Probably anything you put out there would be the corn jelly, just like the.
That's corn relish, isn't it? Isn't that more like corn relish, chow?
Yeah, that's a corn relish. There's no corn actually in the jelly. It's just boiling down the cob. After you eat the corn, then you boil that cob and then strain it and use that water.
So does it taste like corn at all, or?
It tastes like honey.
So being sweet corn, you get the sweetness from it, but you don't get the corn flavor from it.
Yeah, and it really tastes like honey. It tastes like a honey jelly. It's pretty good.
I'm guessing it.
I didn't make any this year either.
Rain. Here comes. Hey, that's pepper.
Sweet corn.
Yeah.
Sweet corn is yellow corn, isn't it?
Yeah, sweet corn is either yellow corn or white corn. It comes in two different colors. You can get like silver queen, which is like a white, I think.
That's what I grew in the garden this year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not field corn. It's not field corn what they make
flour
out of.
Field corn.
It's sweet corn.
It's sweet corn that you would cook and eat yourself. Yeah. Last year, Rob and I did, I don't know, we had hundreds of ears of corn, and by the end of the week, I was so corned out, it was ridiculous. We canned it. I'll just keep talking. We canned it and we froze it, and it was just too much. And then Rob this year decided he was going to plant a cornfield in the middle of the woods. Well, you know what happened with that. The animals ate well. Oh, hi, Pepper.
Oh, I'm back now. What did you just say that I missed?
Who, me?
Yeah. Oh, so you were corny then?
Yeah, we were corny for a week.
It
was awful. It was terrible. There were flies flying around our house. There was silk hair. It was awful.
My grandmother used to tell me stories of how they used to take corn silk and make baby doll hair out of it. They get dolls, and then they use the corn silk for the hair of the dolls. I
believe that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Well, the place that we usually buy the good corn from in our area, there's a huge farm that for years and years and years, they've put out the best sweet corn ever. People just flock there. They didn't plant this year.
Now, when I lived in Southern Maryland, my grandfather gave me about 4 acres, and he let me plant cantaloupes, watermelons, and sweet corn. And that's what I did during the summers in between school years.
Yeah.
And I mean, from a little boy up, we had it was a little bigger than a Cub tractor. It was a Super A tractor, and I had a trailer. And I would pick it, and I would take it out, set it side of the road, and make money during the summer selling
that's
produce.
Cool.
Selling watermelons, cantaloupes, and
I grew cantaloupe this year. That was really good.
Yeah, well, I want to do that in the greenhouse where they just kind of hang. The vine comes and hangs down, and the cantaloupes will hang. And maybe if I have to make a basket for them or whatever, but I know you can do it that way.
On the Amazon, they sell those netted bags. I had cantaloupe hanging that grew up the vine and hang, and then I had it laying on the ground. The cantaloupe that was hanging was dark green. The cantaloupe on the green ground was light green growing. There was everything. Hi, Pepper.
Hi, Shelby.
How are you?
I'm here. Can anybody see me?
I can see you. We can all see you.
Can. Why are you supposed to be invisible?
Huh?
Why are you invisible?
I feel like I'm splattered all over the place.
Oh boy.
You are. See, look.
Y'all see that?
World.
I had to put that up there.
What? At my desk. Aw.
Yeah, that's from Bomber Steve.
I think I mean, look.
But I love both his channels. I'm subscribed to both of them. I love both of them.
What's the other one? Hold on, don't tell me yet. Let me.
Oh.
Okay, I'm subscribed to this one. What's the other one?
Bomber Steve.
And that's the one. Friend.
Yeah, he was just on here, and that's where that's the one where he catches the snakes and the lizards and the cool stuff. And I'm not a fan of snakes, but I've come to have a new respect for animals and things like that. So
I'll tell you what, that is something that my grandsons would love. That's something that kids would love, boys. Well, girls too, but
let me tell you something. When I was 12 and 13, well, actually earlier than that, I used to go, when I moved out to Graham, I would go across the street to the field that was across the street from her house and go out there. And if there were snakes where I went to step, I'd pick them up and throw them. We had blue racers out there.
Yeah, Jackie catch snakes. I know I was a fan of snakes.
Blue racers are poisonous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to catch them. Well, I used a stick to catch them behind the head. Otherwise, I couldn't have done it.
Why would you want to catch a snake?
I wanted to catch it so it would come out of the field. I was throwing it into the creek.
Okay.
Even grass snake. I remember Graham first time she seen me with a snake in my hand. Get that thing out of here! Oh, boom!
Oh, yeah.
I had to throw it out the door and attend to her. And it scared her so bad, and I didn't think it would because she's a country woman.
You know what my little grandson did? He was so excited. He came up to the house. He had a pocket of worms, and he showed my son-in-law, and he had a pocket of little baby snakes.
Oh, no.
But they're little gardener snakes, you know. But he just was so proud that he found all these worms. Yeah, and they were all snakes.
Oh. Jackie sent me a message. Bring some water. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, do me a favor, talk real quick. I got to go get the dog some water. And since our well's still not, well, the well part's fixed, but since our water's not hooked up, let me go ahead and get a jug of water since it's raining. And because we fill up, I've got those office jugs. I've got like 12 or 13 of them anyway, because that's what we drink. We fill them up either downtown at the public water or our friend's house who has real good drinking water. And that's what we actually use for drinking and cooking. So I'm going to grab one and take it here and give the dog some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. We'll just pretend like he's froze. So how are you doing? You haven't been around in a couple, well, not as much. How are you?
I'm crawling out. Well, you remember what caused me to go back go into that, you know. I mean, the what had happened after that call.
Yeah.
Threw me so far backwards.
Okay.
And it's been taking me a while to get up some speed to push forward.
Well, so now what are you doing?
I have a video I need to do.
Okay.
And then after that, I'll do my wind chimes.
Okay.
But the video I need to do is more important.
What's that about?
It answers, well, it doesn't specifically, it answers other people's questions, but it doesn't specifically speak it out because that would give too much information to the offense.
Okay.
And that offense does not deserve the attention that it would bring if I was to explain it better.
You mean the offense that we saw?
Yes.
Okay.
Does not deserve the attention, but the explanation would what the understanding that would happen would come, and they would understand why I've been slammed into the wall for a while.
Okay.
And I need to apologize. I'm not the kind of person who goes into a hole. I'm a purple. Yeah, I'm purple. All right. I'm a people person.
Right.
And I happen to be a little purple because I love my purple.
Right.
But I lost my heart for a while. Didn't lose Jesus. I didn't lose the Father. I was hanging on to them. And they weren't forcing me up to that door. They were just helping me.
You had to go through something, you know, and you're getting through it.
Yes, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have done it. I mean, I would have loved to have found somebody to talk to. But when you're shut in like I am, and you have nobody's phone number, except maybe one or two, it's really hard to get a hold of someone, especially when you're jammed in this corner. You understand?
Yes. Yeah.
I wish I
I know what you're saying.
I wish I had your phone number, Sal. Because when I saw your videos, I so wanted to get a hold of you and comfort you. But I couldn't.
Oh, well.
I had no way to do it. I sent you my phone number.
I thought you had mine.
Yeah, I thought I did too, but it's not half my phone numbers have disappeared.
Oh.
I got things here. I hate leaving my house.
Do you have anybody taking you shopping now?
No.
I'm not per se in the same situation as you are as being lonely, but I can't drive. So I have to depend on my wife or my son. So I do understand how hard it is to get out. I mean, they do take me out if I need to go, but it's also the fact of how I feel guilty about having to ask them.
Yeah. Well, I was informed that nobody wants to do anything for me because I'm too pushy. Rusty.
Well.
So I don't ask anybody anymore. I'm afraid to. I have needs, but it seems if I ask, I'm being pushy. So that's why my wheelchair comes in great every now and then. I've already had to use it to go up and get a bag of dog food for Rusty. Just a little one till the big.
You know, it's I don't understand why they don't have things for senior citizens where you live at that gives them rides. I just don't understand that.
When the Friendship Center from the town over used to come over here to the community center behind where my apartment is. They used to have a vehicle that came over here once a week. But that was only because they were bringing people over here. And so they would use that time to take somebody from here, wherever. But now they don't come over here anymore. It's not available anymore. I'll be back in a minute. My kid is telling me he's hungry.
Yep, because when I gave my puppy dogs water, I learned something. Happy pooches give lots of smooches.
Yep.
Yep.
My eyes are burning. I have something's in my eyes.
Do you have
What did I touch?
Did you get in there any of his peppers?
No. Mm-mm.
He didn't cook any peppers or anything, or can any peppers in that can or nothing, or
No.
Okay.
He used my dehydrator, but now it's just I have another dehydrator I'm using for my other stuff until he's all done with his peppers.
Because if he used anything in that kitchen for those peppers and didn't clean it off good or whatever, man, if you touch it, you'll get it in your eyes. It's still there. That stuff is bad.
There's alcohol on my hands. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
CLR. Probably. What is that?
I don't know. We got a case of these disinfecting wipes. Container on them out here.
Yeah. I have some of those in the truck. You know, I've gone without a car for how many weeks now? And I've knock on wood. The only time I really missed it was today when I could have went and picked up my canner seal. But other than that, everything went into the dishwasher after he had it. If it touched the peppers, it went right into the dishwasher.
I did.
Stayed there.
I went online because my driver's license expires on my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So I went online to see about getting it renewed, and they can do it on. I can do it online, but it costs like $40.
How much is it if you get it?
I don't know. I thought I pulled up the DMV, so the DMV must use the third party system or second party system or something.
I order Rob's license plates online. That's how I usually order our plates.
I wish I could get my ID done up. We're supposed to have a gold star in the upper right-hand corner of our ID. I can't get it because I don't have a way to the place to get it.
I got one.
Oh.
I got mine when I moved up here. Got it changed.
Yeah.
And you got to take your birth certificate, and I don't know if it's one or two. I think it's two other things that have your mailing address with your name on it to show that you have proof of residence.
Well, you know, and I kind of find that ridiculous sometimes because that's hard to do for some, you know, if you move it somewhere where nothing's in your name, say you move home with your parents, then what do you do?
Well,
yeah, but you still get mail there.
Yeah, but if it's not official, like sometimes they want a utility bill.
Well, for my son, my wife and I, because he was over the age of 18 and living here,
yeah,
and he doesn't get the bills here, I had to write out. We had to do a lease. Like if he was renting it from us, I had to do a lease agreement with him.
Okay.
To show.
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know.
Do you have eye drops, Michelle?
Yeah, in the other room. I'm probably not going to be on here much longer. What time is it?
When my eyes start burning, I use eye drops.
Yeah, I'd have those. I probably need to wash my hands.
That too.
Find a faucet that works. Feel you shaky. I mean, we at least, yeah, just a little bit, just a tiny bit of what you went through.
I think I'm headed to the pawn shop in the morning. I'm gonna find something to pawn, get the parts for the front of this daggone trailer, get this water working again, and then go to Tractor Supply, get some chicken feed, and then I'll get whatever I pawn. I'll go back and get at the first of the month.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't have a lot of choice, but that's what
I don't mean to be wiggling. What? I don't even know the date. I'm wiggling to my laptop all over.
Wait a minute, I'm frozen again. Or I'm freezing up.
No,
or
you're
something.
not.
You're not. No, you're not.
Oh, it was real choppy. Okay.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I don't remember. Isn't that awful? What was I saying? Yeah. Oh, I'm wiggling my laptop. It's sitting on my lap, and it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm doing the wave here with it. And we need to do a video updating our map.
The map behind you?
Yeah.
What is that?
Can you see it? There's
your subscribers.
Yeah, there's like push pins in all over the world where people live.
That's
cool.
I've
had more people comment where they live, so we're gonna add them.
Am I there?
Yeah, you're in Texas over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
We we're thinking about doing a 5,000 subscriber giveaway.
How far are you away from that?
Oh, probably 500.
I get some money. I want to order Jackie that gnome shirt that y'all put out because I like that gnome shirt. She loves gnomes anyway, so that was really cool.
There's a couple gnome ones. Which one?
I don't know. I just remember the one.
The Christmas one?
I don't think. No, I think it was just a regular shirt. I don't think it was for a season. I think it was just Real Life with Rob and Michelle, whatever your channel is. I think it's just was that, but it had a gnome on it maybe. But I don't think it was for any particular season.
Okay. Yeah, there was something like that.
I don't like buying shirts for like Christmas because then when it ain't Christmas anymore, you got to put them away. Some people wear them year round. I just put them away, and then then the next year I got too fat or too skinny or whatever happens. But
we're gonna do a little bit of it, whatever I feel like designing at the moment. That's what's gonna go on the shirt.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't done anything. It's like there's so many. I'm retired and YouTube is my hobby. And there's so many other things that I'm getting done right now and just wanting to do and get done that I'm just doing them and not making videos. Last year at this time, I was making a video every day.
Wow.
Of something, and now I'm just, and I love to edit. I've learned I love to edit. And I probably have 8 videos sitting on here that I need to do.
You ain't kidding. She just went.
Okay, he froze.
You like gnomes? They're all over the house.
He's frozen for a minute.
Ah, he'll be back.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I do. I need.
I made a mistake, Michelle. I made a big mistake. I made a big mistake.
What'd you do?
A big one. I took my wife to Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
That's not a big mistake.
Oh, hell it ain't. My wife, let me tell you something. When we lived close to Walmart, that was a daily occurrence. I thank the Lord that we're nowhere near either one of those stores. But no, I took her. She come home with a gnome cookie jar.
Love it.
Now I got to build shelves. If we ever do our kitchen, I'm gonna build shelves around the kitchen. So she got a bunch of cookie jars and stuff, so she can start putting them up around the.
Well, that'll be nice.
Yeah, it's really cool though. It's cool. I love it. I like that stuff. She's got them things from Scentsy.
Yeah.
She's got like a stuffed moose.
Okay.
And she's got some other stuff, and then she's got a. I guess it's a gnome. I don't think it's a Santa Claus. I think it's a gnome thing that you put the burner, that you put the stuff in.
Yeah.
So she's got one of them, but it'd be nice. She can put stuff up away, and then when she wants to use it, she can take it down and use it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I've got a shelf double stacked with
Hi, Glenn and April.
With horror pops. You know what pops are, right?
No.
They're little vinyl figurines from like Friday the 13th or whatever. They're in a box. I've got one shelf stacked, double stacked, and doubled out, and then I got 2 boxes full overflowing with those pops from horror movies. I need to put shelves up and put them up,
right?
So people can see them. But
wow.
I gotta hold on me here.
Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart.
I'm going to get off here soon.
The Pop-Tart experience.
All right. I have to go because I'm going to start gagging because now my teeth are bugging me. They've been in for hours.
That's cool. Yeah, Funko Pops. Not Pips, Pops.
Okay.
But anyway, Pepper, if I freeze up, you're going to have to just talk to yourself until I come.
All right. You're on your own, Pepper.
Oh, I know how to do that.
I'll see everybody next time.
All right, Michelle. Tell Rob I said hi.
All right. Bye.
Michelle, I sent you my phone number.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
I love you.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
See you later. And thank you.
What?
Oh, for her. I was thanking her for coming on.
Yeah.
Lazy, I dropped the link. You're more than welcome to jump up on here.
Yeah, come on up here, you guys.
That way, when I freeze up, poor Pepper has somebody to talk to.
Well, I know how to talk to myself.
Yeah.
I do it all day long.
I do too. Boy, Lord.
If I ain't talking to myself, I'm talking to Rusty, and everybody thinks I'm crazy. They don't think I'm crazy if I talk to myself. They just think I'm crazy if I talk to Rusty.
That's all right. Rusty listens, though, doesn't he?
He sure does. Even when it looks like
dogs.
Even when it looks like he's not listening, he might be laying there looking like he's sound asleep, but trust me, he ain't asleep.
Yeah, I'll talk to my dogs. They look at me, cock their head like, "What the heck are you saying?" But I think they understand. A lot of what I say, I think they understand because they react.
You talk to your animals?
Heck
besides the dogs.
Yeah, I talk to all my dogs. They just like my kids.
You talk to your chickens?
Yep.
See? You're not crazy. You just know how to talk to animals.
Yep. I talk to the chickens. I talk to them like Dr. Doolittle. I go out there to the chicken coop and I say, you, and you're going to be dinner this week. And then they kind of back up and look at me funny, but I'm just messing with them. I'm not going to eat my chickens yet.
You know what
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got a headache there, Lazy. Hope you feel better.
Oh, man.
And our dogs know sign language. Jackie has taught our dog sign language.
Rusty knows how to spell. I don't dare spell any particular words at all. I can't say them. I can't even spell them. I can't even use meaning words like, let's say, door. You know what door means, right? Oh boy. You know what the word door means, right?
Yeah, I'm back. Right. Yeah, right.
You know what the word door means, right?
Yeah, a door. To go outside.
Ah!
Can you hear me?
Actually, he can, but he chose to ignore us at the moment.
That might be good then.
Yeah. Thing is if I say it, I can forget it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Ours know that if I say something, the two words I can't say is COOKIE or OUTSIDE. Either one of them two words. If I say them words, it's all hell's breaking loose in there.
Well, there's a word that begins with a T and ends with a T. I can't spell it either.
Oh, TREA.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, that's my wife has taught our dogs that this is a COOKIE. And if I do that, they go ballistic.
You know what happens when on Sunday mornings, once a week, I get to leave the house to go to church. Yay. Rusty goes to a particular area, sits his butt down in that area, and waits for me to give him a couple of the.
He knows.
I hate his clock. I literally hate his clock. It's more accurate than mine. It's more accurate than the one on the wall. It's more accurate than the one on the computer.
We have a dog that's a half pit bull, half chihuahua. And she has to be fed raw meat because she's anemic. So she gets a meatball every morning. She gets a fresh hamburger meatball every morning, raw. And some mornings she starts at 2. Some mornings she waits till about 5. But she will sit there and whine right in front of Jackie until Jackie gets up. She is relentless. She will not let Jackie sleep.
This one over here too. Well, you heard him when I finally got up and went and did it.
Yeah.
And if I don't, let's see, the long thing, hook to him.
Oh yeah.
If I don't do that within, let's say a half hour to an hour after he's done the other thing, we all know about it.
He wants that dog rope.
Yes.
He wants the dog rope.
Gail can tell you how he is.
Oh, yeah.
She spent Friday night and Saturday here with me.
Oh, that's cool.
Her and Taz.
Cool.
Back in April.
Oh, I remember I remember the video she did coming there to visit you.
Yeah. And honey child, she went through the 9 yards of his character. She laughed. Her and Taz both laughed their bottoms off when every little stunt he pulled. A couple of times they thought he was sleeping because he was snoring. I said, don't let that snore fool you.
Ours do that fake snoring crap too. They'll fake it.
He needs an Oscar. The optimist of all performances on playing possum. A possum couldn't win over him.
That's funny. That is funny.
It's hilarious. And bedtime. Don't tell him when you're going.
Yeah.
He will tell you when you're going, not you tell him. It's wonderful. Because he sure gets pushy.
You know, the funny around it goes where it stops. Nobody knows. There we go. Ours are funny about bedtime. They don't. It's not about them going to bed because 3 of them sleep with me. It's about one of them. Two of them sleep in my chair in the living room, and it's one of those 2 will start. Well, one of them will get up in my lap. That's fine. But the other one, Chica, the Chihuahua pit bull, she starts really wanting her spot, and she starts, like, dude, you got to go to bed and get out of my bed because I'm going to bed. It's move.
Yeah, and she'll push on you till you get up and go.
She wants some. Oh yeah, she's relentless. She just.
I love my baby dearly till he gets to tell me what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I still love him dearly. I just get a little, I growl a little bit back at him. Yeah, I learned how to growl like he does. It took me 10 years. It took me 10 years.
That's funny. Oh, Granny Bell. Our Granny Bell passed away. She was 15. And she was a miniature or a toy rat terrier.
Mm.
And she would just stand there. If she got down to go get something to eat or drink, or we have puppy pads at night. So if they have to go at night, they have a place they can go. And she would get down for whatever reason, and when she got back, she would just stare at Jackie like she's a Jedi, doing that Jedi mind trick. She'd just stare at her. And if Jackie's asleep, she'll stare at her for 5-10 minutes. And then she'll start barking. Then she started to barking. And she had this weird high-pitched bark. And finally, Jackie would lift the blanket up, and she'd run, jump underneath the blanket, and get up into wherever she was going to sleep at. But she was something else. And if I was eating popcorn, she'd get in my lap and start eating right out the bowl. She didn't care what I had to say about it. She was getting her popcorn.
You know what he's done lately? He has taken to opening the trash can up and sticking his nose in there and emptying the trash can out.
Oh, jeez.
He will stick his nose down in there and remove. He doesn't eat it. He just takes it out, puts it on the floor like a kid.
Yeah.
I could kill him. Could, but
That's
won't
funny.
because I love
That's
him too
funny.
much. He is too silly. And, people don't believe that our animals have personalities just like us.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're like kids. I mean, really, they have the personality of a small child.
Yeah.
They want their attention. They want attention.
Only difference between our animals and the kids, our animals behave better. They want something. When they want something, they are perfect little creatures.
I just got a message. Desiree in the chat watching. She's going to join us when she comes back. She's going out for a smoke.
Oh, okay.
My favorite snowflake.
Who's that?
I'm on Desiree. She'll be.
Oh.
She went out for a smoke. She said she's going to jump on when she comes back in. I told her that's cool.
Well, maybe I should kill the camera for a minute.
Why?
Because what do you think I'm doing?
I smoke. I just smoked a cigar on here. I don't care about
Well, I know
YouTube.
I know you just smoked one.
Yeah, YouTube can kiss my bumper. I don't care who smokes on my channel. We're grown ass adults, and it's after 8 o'clock at night. The kids shouldn't be watching mine. This ain't for kid content. I'm not promoting it. Just talking and smoking. Shoot, I'm ready to go and get a beer now.
The kids should be in bed by now. Yep, that is why, Jackie.
I think I'm gonna have a live birthday bash on here. What do you think, Jack? I think I'm gonna have a live birthday bash in 2 weeks on here for my birthday. Not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that will be the 5th. I think that'd be a good night to have a live birthday bash on here. Just let everybody come in.
Yeah.
Just have a lot of fun. I'm gonna drink me a cold beer, smoke me a cigar, and whatever else.
I might have me a little bit of wine.
I'll be 50. I deserve a party on YouTube, a YouTube party.
Well, I didn't get a party on my 72nd birthday. Maybe I need to be 75.
Well, if Jackie, I understand if you plan on doing something on my birthday, wouldn't we be home by a certain time, or you plan on us being out on a Tuesday night late? I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about doing a live late at night after we get home, or later that night, not real early, maybe 9, 10 o'clock, for maybe an hour or two. But if I got the money, I want to go get that piercing done. At least by then, if not Monday, at least Tuesday. Doesn't have to be on my birthday, but around that time. I am Amazon shopping for something. Don't know what I may need. Oh, jeez. Jackie, stay away from Michelle. Jackie's going on Michelle Law, because if Michelle's on Amazon, Jackie's going to be on Amazon, I'm sure, because Amazon would deliver here every other day at one point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put Jackie on Michelle restriction. Them two can't talk about anything or go buying on Amazon together.
That'll never happen.
How much is the piercing? Well, it depends on what I do, and I haven't made up my mind. I'm definitely doing the right nostril, but I'm seriously thinking about doing both of them, both sides. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 studs, one in each. If I only do the right, it still has to be a stud for like 3 or 4 months, and then once it heals, then I can put the hoop in. But I'm thinking about doing both and having a hoop in each nose that just comes up and around.
Are you
But
Are you begging for Jackie to put the bull ring in?
No, I won't do a septum. I don't like the septum ring. That's the bull ring. Is the septum ring, and I really don't want that. And Jackie's really not a fan of nose rings anyway. She's not a fan, but it's something I've always wanted. And I figure I'm turning 50. I'm going to get it done. Why not? She used to have her belly button pierced.
I settle for my earlobes.
I got 2 in this ear. I got 2 in my left ear. After I get my nose done, I may go get 2 in the right one. I haven't decided yet, but I'm also thinking about that later down the road. And then I got a bunch of artwork I want to get done up down this arm. And then I want to start on this one here where this old tattoo was that I did myself that you can barely see anymore.
Yeah.
I want to get this covered over with a Frankenstein head, of Boris Karloff's face is Frankenstein, just in green and black. Because I love horror movies, and that's like my favorite. And then down here, or maybe here on my forearm, I want to get a phoenix that represents my life.
Have you ever heard of a movie called Horrors of the Wax Museum?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I saw that movie came out. I was 9. I saw that movie.
Oh, cool.
I was drugged to it. I didn't want to go. I was not a movie kid. And the foster home wanted to go, and they couldn't leave me by myself.
Hello, Snowflake.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
So they drugged me along. And this is how I did almost throughout the whole movie. Especially when that binoculars.
Yeah.
shot out the spikes. I wouldn't watch it anymore. I was so glad the movie was over. How you doing, Des?
I'm doing okay. Tomorrow's my day off. Back to the auto shop
boy.
I go.
And before I change the subject with Des, because I'm glad Des came on here tonight, because her and I are going to have a conversation. But yeah, I want to get the tattoos. I've never been a fan of piercings, but I just, for some reason, I've always wanted my nose done. So I'm definitely going to get, like I said, get the right side. And like I said, I may get both. Depends on how bad if one side hurts. We'll see. Oh, to answer Michelle's question, I sent a message via Facebook Messenger to the shop in Winchester, and it's $44 for one nostril. So I don't know if that includes the stud or not. I didn't get that far into it, but we'll see. All right, Des, you were right.
Yeah.
I tried
What?
to stay optimistic on this. I tried to stay optimistic. I really wanted that girl to be alive. I really did. I tried to keep an optimistic view of it, and sadly, I was wrong, and I didn't want to be wrong. That was one time in my life I really wanted to be right, and it didn't happen.
You talking
I feel
about
so bad. I feel so bad for that girl, and I feel even worse for her parents and what they've gone
I do
through.
too.
You talking about that one that's been missing for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one that
Gabby.
got
They
killed.
just found her.
Yeah.
Yep. Hi, Will.
So,
What's
what's
that?
up, Willie Willie?
Anything about it till my neighbor told me about it, and I sat over at her house watching some of the outcome because I don't have regular TV over here.
I get all mine from YouTube. I have CNN, NBC, ABC, because I don't have cable. I don't have cable TV, so I can't get news on my TV.
How do you get CNN? CNN and what?
ABC, NBC. I go onto YouTube and I subscribe to their channels, and then when they bring something up, I go on and look at it. It might be a little behind, but it gives me all the information of the day.
Yeah, I'll have to do that.
Now, I think I kind of thought the guy was going to go off into that reserve area and do himself in.
I thought so too.
But now I'm thinking he's not or hasn't. And even though the cops think that, and I'm going to say why. I know this preserve. And the reason I know it is because I've got friends that research Bigfoot in that preserve. Skunk apes. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Down there, they call them skunk apes. Well, somebody caught a person on a game cam like yesterday, and they think it was him. And now it's been on the news. I haven't really looked at it to see what I thought of it yet, but
so maybe he's not dead, but he's still in there, I guess.
Well, I think he's in there because this is another thing. Somebody on TikTok picked this up and noticed that he was reading a book about a serial killer.
Yeah,
he was traveling across country and killed their wife or girl, whatever.
Yeah.
And then disappeared into the woods. And it's kind of weird. This dude has done the same thing.
Yeah, it's called Annihilator is the name of the book.
Yep, I saw that today or yesterday.
Now, will he come out alive? That I don't know, but
yeah, well, we don't know, but I think this motherfucker.
I think he's hiding out right now. He may come to that if he's cornered, but I really think he's hiding out in there. And I feel
he's definitely hiding. If he's been in there before, he knows where to go.
Well, and another thing is, I think, and this is just me as a person. Now, you know me. I'm like 100% pro gun, pro everything, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think they really need to close that preserve. Need to close it down to people, because if this dude is psychologically off and thinking about being a serial killer, he can come up on anybody in there that's hiking or camping and whack them and keep going on his little mission he wants to go on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting to like think about his personality type. You know, my whole thing is like all the time I'm watching all this shit about serial killers and fucking watch out cat before, like, don't make me trip because I'll kill myself.
Jackie, let me put Jackie's comment up there.
My whole thing is like all the time I'm watching all this shit about serial killers and
Oh, no doubt to clean up evidence.
That, or does he want to be?
Shaky, you're frozen.
Oh.
It only take a minute.
I know, but he's talking and he's frozen, so we're not hearing it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know it yet.
Nope. Jackie, yell at him. He's frozen.
Does he want to be famous for this?
There we go. You think?
There we go.
Yeah, see, I can hear you while I'm frozen. I can still hear you.
Okay.
You know that?
Like the Boston Strangler.
I can hear you while I'm frozen. I can still hear y'all because I can see y'all still down in my basement thing here.
Well,
anyway, what I was getting at is,
but do you think he wants to go that far with it?
I think he wants to be famous. I think he wants to be famous.
Like the Boston Strangler?
The boy that did the Parkland shooting down there made a video, and he said, and in that video before he shot up that school, he said, everybody's going to know who I am. And I think this guy here is living that book, and he wants to be known for it.
So what do you think makes somebody want to be like that? I have to think about this. Like, I think about this often.
Different reasons.
So, like, for some reasons, you feel inadequate. Other reasons, you're a narcissist and want to be, like, feel like you're a god. Or, but in this situation, like, it's a different, like, he wanted control over his, based on what we're seeing on the news anyway, he wanted control over his relationship. And so now is he like, bitch, I told you, and this is what was going to happen. And so,
do you remember Dungeons and Dragons?
Huh?
Do you remember Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
People would get dressed up and play that game. They do that. What's it called? Cosplay or role play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he read that book and got it, and if he's already off, did he get in his mind that he wanted to be that person in that book and live it?
Could be.
Did it get into him that deep that he said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to be this person?
It could be. And I think that's so interesting, man. Psychology is so interesting to me because, like, we come up with our own worlds sometimes. I mean, I know I have my own issues and I deal with my own little world that I live in. And I think that's really interesting to me. Like, what is he becoming a god? Like he finally has control over his life or something?
I don't think it's that. I mean, I don't know. But what I'm getting at is, if he really read that book, I think that he has psychologically put himself into that book.
In that situation,
I think he is trying to be that in real life.
That character, yeah.
Now, there's got to be some part of a mental disorder for this. It's got to be whatever it is. It's got to be a mental disorder. But he has come to the thing where that book has become real to him. And
right.
And I don't know this. I'm grasping the straws on this. I
wonder if that's real. Because if it is, like, that's so interesting. And then you think about I guess on a sort of like a propaganda level, you know, my parents used to tell me to not listen to certain music because it would make me act a certain way or something. But you got to be a weak-minded individual for that to affect you on that level. Like I never turned into
or mentally not capable of understanding it or accepting or taking in or Jackie said manic depressive disorder. I don't know. She's the one that's in psychology. She's thinking
there is that because you know, Steve, obviously, I deal with a little bit of that whole thing. And it's kind of fucking crazy sometimes, but some of us are smart enough to know, all right, this isn't fucking normal to be thinking this way. And then I guess maybe some people aren't capable of that. I wonder, like, is it really, is he living in his own world right now?
Maybe.
Like,
there's people that have a hard time separating truth from fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And I mean, even adults. I mean, and please, Desiree, you can chime in on this. I'm sure you dealt with people in your past that are like this, or what do you think?
I definitely think he's living his own fantasy world, his own reality. And anybody that crosses his path better freaking run the other direction. Don't even go in there looking for him. Let the FBI and the dogs and everybody else go after him.
Yeah.
Do you
Don't
think
go
he
in there.
finally flipped his switch? Like, was he okay and just kind of? I mean, not normal before, but
No, because you know why? I read in one of the interviews of a friend of hers, I think it was,
I
that
agree.
that he was choking her
that's not
in the
cool.
past in the relationship.
I'm gonna
And
tell you
it-
something. I think this was planned before they left to go on this trip. I think it was all planned
That's
out.
It
kind
was
of the
all
way
in
it
his
is,
head.
doesn't it?
Yep.
Like, you know, I'm all into like some murder mysteries and serial killers and all that shit. Like, that's my thing. And it seems like a normal pattern. Like, he thought about this before this happened, I think.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, he had a
This
plan for sure. I agree, Shaky.
this is premeditated. This is premeditated.
Premeditated.
This is
Yep.
and I've got it, and I can't, like I said, I can be wrong. I'm on grasping at straws, but after hearing about that book, and I don't know the book personally, but after hearing
I
about
never
what happens,
just
I
know what
really
it's-
think that he's been reading that book, and he decided he's gonna live this life, and he got his girlfriend, they got the band, they said we're gonna go cross country, and he had it all planned out before they even left.
It was her van too.
Yeah, I think it was all planned out before they even left to go on the trip to begin with.
Could
He
be.
knew what he
I
was
like
going
to
do.
know. I like to know what they pulled out of the house. Like
I don't
all
know.
the electronics,
Yeah.
they pulled tons of stuff out. So all the like probably the parents' computer, whatever he had in his room with her, any cell phones or anything behind, any books, if there was
yeah.
her diary or journal in there. I like to know what exactly what was pulled out.
I think the whole like the electronics thing that can be so faked. Um, like I was reading or listening to this story earlier, um, where the guy he had access to his boss's computer, so it made it look like his boss, and somehow or another he had access to the boss's wife's computer. Um, he made it look like they had researched all this shit about going off to Mexico and the wife was going to kill the husband and all kinds of stuff. So he completely threw the police off for like 4 or 5 years. And they finally figured it out. But like the electronics thing, that's to me, that's not good evidence. But a diary, like that's a whole different thing, written in someone's hand.
She might have had her own. She might have had a diary that he didn't know about, electronically stashed away. You know what I mean? So
Everything's done
they're gonna go
electronically now.
through.
The hard drives are one of the hardest pieces of equipment to be erased. They're the easiest one for the cyber police to get into.
They find deleted. They find deleted stuff.
Yeah.
I think I watched too much FBI TV show.
Jackie watches all that stuff. The Next 48, CSI, all of it. She watches. Man, I tell you, I sleep with one eye open anymore. I think she would know how to kill me, dispose of me, and get away with it by watching these shows. I'm telling you, man.
They used to have it was short lived, but they had a program on TV for a while called Cyber Police.
I've heard of that. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. Yeah,
it was interesting.
But if he Googled, you know, all these different things, how to kill somebody, what's the best way to kill somebody, or different things that could tie into this to prove it was premeditated, that's where they're gonna find it. Because everything's done on computer now. Everything's done on computer now.
He better not have done it. He better not have Googled it, because Google has a way of alerting the FBI.
And I'll tell you another thing. If you've noticed Facebook, when you go to delete something on Facebook, you can't delete it anymore.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You have to put it in a trash for 30 days.
Yeah.
So it's kept. Whatever you have deleted is now kept for 30 days. So
Well, I don't have to worry. I don't put anything on Facebook that needs to be monitored.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that's evidence. It could be evidence. I mean,
like cyber wise,
somebody.
I would never, like, I'm not a fucking killer, dude, or nothing, but I watch all this shit, and I'm like, I would never look any of this up from my phone or my computer, or like, if I decided I was going to be a fucking killer, that's never what I would do because it's so stupid. Like so many people, like you got to be.
You're leaving your fingerprint, your footprints behind.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, it just makes no sense to me. Like,
yeah,
it's just weird. And why do I?
Yeah.
Like, not a killer, man, but I think about this shit because I watch all this shit all the time. But
I don't usually watch it. I'll watch like FBI, but I forgot tonight was new season of all 3 shows, so I missed it a while.
Check this out. There's a guy I watch on YouTube. He does work on diesel vehicles, like diesel trucks and stuff. He ordered a shitload of filters for different things he's working on. Guess who showed up at his house? ATF.
Oh Jesus!
Because he ordered all this stuff off the internet. They notified the ATF he was ordering it. ATF showed up and says, "Are you making suppressors?"
Yeah, see, it's not happening.
And he worked on diesel engines. He was ordering diesel. He was ordering all these filters for the diesel engines because diesels have fuel filters. They have oil filters. They have filters for every freaking thing on a diesel now. And because he was ordering so many of them at one time, they were notified. ATF was notified, and they came, and the cops came to his house and questioned him about it. And then once they got looking around, seeing all the diesel trucks, they were like, "Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're really using it for that."
Yeah. This is why I will not be a part of, like, you know, we'll do this shit here. You know, I'll come on and I'll talk to y'all. But my life does not, like, the internet is not really part of my life because you're not going to fucking turn some dumb shit like that. Like, I ordered a bunch of parts for a diesel truck. Next thing you know, I'm fucking a suspect in a murder, and they're going to look at me and be like, nah, I don't believe you at all. And I'm like, no, there's no way.
I hope they don't think of that of me when I get my movie tomorrow.
I'm just not going to be a part of it, man. I need to separate myself.
Sleepy Hollow. Can you see me now?
Wow.
The ATF coming.
With Johnny
FBI.
Depp? Is it the Johnny Depp one? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Good deal.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be back.
I'm like, how do I not have this movie for Halloween?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp has done some shady shit, and I'm going back to I'll say this, I'm going back to the Viper Room, and if you don't know about it, Google it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Isn't that where River Phoenix died outside or something?
Right. He overdosed in the bathroom, and they got him outside and died outside. But anyway, somebody that was in business with Johnny Depp that was involved in that disappeared, and they have yet to find that person. So,
but I don't think he's involved. So
I don't know, and
I don't think so.
Questions, but I will say this:
I don't think so.
Johnny Depp to me is a badass actor. I
love him.
Roles that I tell you, he can go from one extreme to the other. I mean, Crybaby.
There's a lot of movies I won't watch of his, but I love his characters. My favorite characters are Sleepy Hollow, Crybaby.
What was that one? Sweeney Todd? That was a good one.
Yeah, Serena, my daughter's got that movie. I haven't watched it. I will not watch it. Yeah, no. All the Pirates of the Caribbean movie I own.
Yeah.
Both Mad Hatters I own. Yeah. I love that kind of. My dad's a sailor. He still races sailboats at 81.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, he's going to Italy. Yeah, he's going to Italy.
Your father. I might.
Yeah, he's great.
Something like that. I know something about that. Yeah. So that's.
He's a total. Always like first, second in his class. Always.
I wasn't a fan of. What was the one he did? The remake. I wasn't a fan of. I love Willy Wonka. I wasn't a big fan of the remake, but I do like Tim Burton films. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I watched that. I did not see the cartoon one. What's that? With Jack. Jack is the Jack Skeleton.
A Christmas, A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I have not watched that. Yeah. But I watched the one where it was the second one to is it Once Upon a Time in Mexico? Is that the second one or the first one?
No, I think that's the second.
I watched the second one when he was in that. He was great. And then I watched The Tourist with Angelina. He was great. You know, there's like certain characters in certain movies I like. I love him as a person. He's my age. but I'm not into all of his movies. It's like a lot of other actors.
But he can take a character from a book that's so weird and mysterious or whatever, and turn that into a real person.
Right now, he's going.
Jim Carrey's another one who can kind of do
that.
He did the Grinch.
Jim Carrey's Jim Carrey. Oh my God.
He did some.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty, Pet Detective. Yeah. If I want a good laugh, if I want to really laugh, that's who I put on.
I mean, my favorite movies, like as far as comedies go, two of my favorites have to be Ace Ventura and what's the other one? Dumb and Dumber. Gotta be some of the
I never got into Dumb and Dumber.
Dude,
it's like certain comedies are like I don't know what it is. It's like the actor can be great in one movie, but then it's like I hate stupid comedy. I'm not into stupid.
Well, they
don't make me laugh.
Jim Carrey. That's where I fell in love with Jim Carrey's acting. Was he made me roll was when he was on In Living Color and did that damn fire marshal.
Yes, the fireman. Oh my God,
the burned up guy.
Yes.
Always set himself on fire.
Yes,
that was.
That's where I started watching him from.
And when he started acting like what was that other character he played? What's her name? Vera or something? When he would be the transvestite, like Amazon woman.
I don't know.
What the hell was it, man?
One of them did Shanae, but that was a black guy that played Shanae. Who was that? Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence. Yeah, that was funny as hell.
That was funny. Martin Lawrence is funny.
But
isn't he from our area? Isn't he? Like around DC?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's from Forestville or something.
If you ever saw the show with one of the Fox, I think it's Jamie Foxx. No, maybe it's a different one. Anyway, the one that did My Wife and Kids, the bald-headed.
Never seen
one. Anyway, it was a show. Yeah, he's a bald-headed guy. Did Major Payne.
Not Jamie Foxx.
Marlon Wayans.
No.
Marlon Wayans.
Yes.
Wayans brother. He did a show called My Wife and Kids. Well, his son on that show went to Friendly High School is from Fort Washington.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he lived real close to a girl I was dating over there.
All right, I got two more Jim Carrey movies for you.
Go ahead.
Mask.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was great. And The Grinch.
The Grinch was good.
Oh my God, my two favorite.
The actor that played the Grinch as a child, he passed away not long ago. He was a little person.
Oh wow.
He was a good actor too. He did some funny stuff.
Yeah, I like somebody that like makes me like Robin Williams, somebody that can make me laugh.
Oh man.
If you watch Jeff Dunham, the ventriloquist, here's another one. It's like somebody that can actually like make you laugh so hard that you're crying tears from laughter. That's the kind of comedy I like.
The thing about Robin Williams Robin Williams was so versatile also, but he didn't do those weird, maybe Mrs. Doubtfire, but he didn't do a lot of weird things, but he could go from the funniest roles to any voice role. He could do any voice role, a voiceover, but he could do anything that was hilarious, Mork and Mindy, whatever. And he even took it to the extreme of where he was that guy that worked in the drugstore and was like
the photo lab.
The photo lab. And I mean, he was like a psycho,
Scary.
man. Yeah, that dude was awesome.
I never watched it, but I watched clips of that, and I'm like, no, I want Jim Carrey as funny because when I first started liking. Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Robin Williams. When I first liked Robin Williams was when he first appeared on Happy Days. As Mork.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but you know what? I don't even like dramas, but I can tell you two of the best dramas I've ever seen were What Dreams May Come and Dead Poets Society. And he was a star in both of those. Those two movies were so goddamn good to me. Like, I saw Dead Poets Society. I think I went to the movie theater like 3 times, like I was a kid. But I think I went like 3 times. I was so impressed with that movie. Like,
did you ever see
Night at the Museum? Night at the Museum.
Oh God, yes,
he was awesome.
All of them.
He was awesome.
Yeah, but did you ever see Good Morning Vietnam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh my God, best movie ever.
That's one movie. That's one movie where he was really funny, And there was also serious parts in that movie that really.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
For
just
sure.
from one extreme to the other. He was awesome.
Yeah, he was. Yep, he did. Okay, so I'm gonna go through his movies. Here we go. What Dreams May Come.
Last time, I think we did this before.
Not with him. No, not with him. Night of the Museum. All 3 or 4 of them, whatever amount that he did. Aladdin. I loved him as a genie. Bicentennial Man. That was a. As he would say. RV. Hook. Flubber. Awakenings.
Yep.
The Birdcage.
Yeah.
Jack. Popeye.
Yeah. Yeah, he was good in that one too. That was a cool one.
Yeah. Here you go, Shaky. 1 hour photo.
Yeah,
that was the movie.
Yeah. That was a weird freaking movie. That dude, he was really freaky in there.
Oh yeah. Then we've got Insomnia, World's Greatest Dad, Robots. Love that movie.
Yeah.
Happy Feet,
That was
Toys.
Happy Feet.
Yeah, that was a great movie. Toys, Old Dogs.
What was Robin Williams in Toys?
Not Toys, like not Toy Story, like Toys.
Oh,
1992 movie.
That movie, yeah.
Yeah, 1992.
Yeah.
Let's see. Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Don't know. Absolutely Anything. Don't know. Robin's Wish. The Fisher King.
Yeah.
August Rush. The Final Cut. Lee Daniels, The Butler. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yep. License to Wed. He did a lot of movies. License to Wed. Fern Gully.
Yeah, I remember that. That's a voice.
Fern Gully is one of my favorites for sure.
Let's see.
A lot of acid involved, but that was a great movie.
Okay. Robin Williams, Come Inside My Mind.
That must have been one of his stand-up.
That's a 2018.
That might have been one of his stand-up things. I don't know.
It's got his head down here, and then it's got like all the stuff coming out of his head. All this craziness.
I know we had this conversation before. I do remember now. Robin Williams live at the Met, one of the best fucking stand-ups ever. I remember this. Yeah. Anyway, Robin Williams live at the Met.
But that's not the movies. That's just something on stage.
Stand-ups. But God damn it.
Jumanji.
Yeah, that was good.
Where did that go? All the Aladdin movies. Man of the Year.
Yeah, I remember
Boulevard. Moscow on the Hudson.
Remember that one.
A Merry Friggin' Christmas.
Yeah.
I had to look at down below. It says A Merry Friggin', and then I had to look at the movie Christmas. The Night Listener. Death to Smoochie and Jacob the Liar. Oh, 9 months. I forgot 9 months.
9 months, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
lot of movies.
Oh, sure. He's been at it a long time. Man.
I have Jumanji, and I have the Night of Museum movies. I love those. And I have the Aladdin movies.
But I remember him on, like you said, I remember him on Happy Days when he came to Fonzie as Mork, and then it branched off Mork and Mork. And
that's
Mork
how
and
he got
Mindy,
Mork and Mindy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you had Jonathan Winter as his son.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was the most that was hysterical. The big egg in the nest.
The last thing I saw Jonathan Winters in was Joe Dirt. That was Winters was another good. He played Joe Dirt's girlfriend's dad. He's the one that lost his leg when the train hit him, and the dog that was supposed to come back and shot the dog.
I don't think I've ever watched that movie.
It's a real small part, but yeah, he was.
Yeah, I've never watched that movie.
I watched it. All my friends.
Go ahead.
Just for me. But yeah, it was kind of funny.
Both of them. I remember. I've seen both Joe Dirts.
Now, every time I hear the name Joe Dirt, I think of that movie. The guy who had an apartment with all the cockroaches.
Oh, Joe's Apartment, and the cockroaches could talk.
I know what y'all talking about.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, the cockroaches could talk, man.
They help him get his girl.
That motherfucker was
so funny.
He was stoned.
It was a great movie.
It's funny.
But that's what I hear when I hear Joe Dirt. I think of Joe's Apartment.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Shaky, have you ever watched? I'm sure you have. Have you ever watched the original Zeitgeist movie? Fine.
He's there. I thought for a second it was frozen.
I'm back now. What was it? The original what?
Zeitgeist movie. I was just thinking of movies. You never watched that? Man, look up Zeitgeist tonight. You'll be blown away.
I remember the Jerky Boys and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, it's nothing like that. It's like a serious.
And Bob was a Silent Bob. What was that? Bill? What was that? Something Silent Bob.
Bob's. Wait, I forget what it's called.
Oh wow.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Shaky.
Yeah.
Michelle just posted a link.
Yes, I looked at the link. I saw this.
Inside the house.
Let me see if I can pull it up here. No, I'd have to go on. I'll have a look at it later.
I'm watching it. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Hold on. I got two different headphones on.
He's innovative. You know what's awesome?
I don't know. I think that guy wants to be remembered as being a serial killer. I think that's what his intentions are. I guess I could be wrong, but I think he's got in his mind.
Well, he won't be a serial killer. He'll just be a single killer. But
yeah, but right now they're also looking at him for possibility of those two women.
There's two.
I thought they ruled him out of it altogether.
But now they're not sure anymore.
Oh,
there's a possibility.
Did they know if he's? Did they know if he's armed?
Hold on.
Do they know?
Okay.
Wait, I didn't know about another woman. What's going on with this?
They found two women in that park where the young girl.
They're married, 24 and 38 years old. They just got married recently.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about
they were found dead, not that far actually, and so there's a possibility that he might have been involved with it.
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Brand new to me.
No.
You talking about the one that killed that girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a definite possibility.
Do they know if he's armed or not?
They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know. They said that the parents last talked to him or saw him was on the 14th.
Yeah.
But somebody else in the neighborhood said that they saw him like on Tuesday in the backyard walking away from his parents' house.
Yeah, but if his parents may have not seen him, they may not have been home. I mean, who knows? I mean,
that doesn't even. Yeah.
They know where he's at. They know where he's at. They're just staying quiet.
Well, they think he's in that nature preserve.
Yeah.
If he's there, maybe I would think he would be dead by now, but maybe not. Like
he from what I understood, he went there a lot, so he knows the preserve. He knows where to go.
How old is that dude? Isn't he only like
23?
Yeah, he's
23.
You don't know it that well, but fucking. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know, man. Like this whole thing is it's intriguing to me because I'm always into like some murder mystery shit. But I don't know, man. I think that dude's probably dead. I would think. If not, he's gonna die pretty soon. I know one thing he's accomplished.
What? We ain't hearing nothing about no stinking politics or any other bullshit right now because everything it's on is about him in this case.
So this gets me too.
He
Like
is taking it over.
the way the media makes this whole distraction thing. Like girls die every day, and I'm not trying to like sound fucked up, but women die every day. Like people kill these fucking people. And if this was not this cute white girl, this would not be headline news. So they must be using it as some sort of distraction. That's what I feel like. Like to take the pressure off of, I guess Biden or something. I don't know, but it just seems so silly to me that why are these people so important all of a sudden when this has happened every city?
I think with what boosted. I don't think it has anything to do with her being a white girl. I think what boosted this whole thing was the fact that they were doing it on YouTube. Even though there's only one video, I think it's the fact that they were doing this for a YouTube thing,
Maybe.
and I think that's what kind of boosted it.
Yeah, that could be.
It.
That
Why
could
am I
be.
hearing myself?
I don't know.
Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta wee.
All right, go water the daisies. All right, I just turned off my other headphones.
These people got like I think this is weird. To me, this is a bigger deal. Like there was people driving up the highway the other day right by my house. And next thing you know, this cop pulls up on what's a traffic jam and people got shot. Like somebody was standing on the side of the road waiting for these people to drive by, shot them both, killed one of them, didn't kill the other person, got in a vehicle and drove away, and nobody knows who the fuck these people are. But that's such a bigger mystery to me. Why is that not on public or like national news? But this chick who got killed by her boyfriend, everybody knows who killed her. Like, I mean, the case is already solved. It's not a mystery. Why is that the bigger deal? Like, I think
maybe it hasn't gotten out there yet.
I guess, but I don't know. I just think that's weird how we
social media. When you've got friends and family on social media and you don't hear from them, something's wrong. You know, they're living a footprint of where they're at. So right now, we don't. That might show up on the news tomorrow or the next day. We don't know. You know, that's what happened with you. You know, around this corner. But with this, because the parents didn't hear for, you know, they heard the mother always got a message from her daughter, and then all of a sudden messages stopped, and then they got this unusual message about Stan. And Stan is her grandfather, and she never called her grandfather Stan. So something was up, you know? So, and then the mom and the dad aren't married. They live in separate places. And then the mom probably contacted the dad. The dad's like all concerned with the stepmother, and the mother and the stepfather over here. And they're like, have you heard? Have you heard? No, no, no. Meantime, he's back. And then they report him missing 11 days later, 10 days later, thinking that maybe they're taking time to undo the van and settle in. No. And then she was decomposing.
Yeah.
So
it's always weird. Like,
you know, I tell you why I am surprised. I'm surprised they found her, because there are hot springs in that park that dissolve a body, and I mean bones and all, within minutes.
Oh yeah.
But you know what's good is that the social media helped.
Oh yeah. Oh, the guy in the
TikTok,
RV. That guy in the RV was riding through, and he had his cameras on, and he went right past the van, and you just look at it.
Just happened to
be
that's
where they found her.
That, and also Brian was hitchhiking and got picked up by this woman and got dropped off because he thought they were going to Jackson, Wyoming. They were going to Jackson.
Yeah.
And so he gave them money. It's like, wait, you're not going where I'm going. Drop me off. And told the FBI about this. And he wasn't even anywhere near the van. So he was doing something. And she probably said, this is where I picked him up at. And so they're pinpointing between the van, the video of the guy, you know, with the camera, and then her, and then other people. And they just kind of like coordinated the area, and that's where they went. So,
yeah.
Thank God for social media.
I'm
sorry that she lost her life, but I'm so glad they found her and can take her back to her
Me
family.
too. Now
That
the
gives them
parents
closure.
can,
At least they have closure.
yeah.
It's
Well,
sad, but
closure
it's
is when you put his ass in jail, or if they have the death penalty down here.
I mean, to the point of at least they know where their daughter is. That's no wondering for many more years. They know she's gone. It's sad. I'm sorry she's gone, but at least
they can lay her to rest. Yeah.
At least it's that part's over. Like,
right.
Now it's just all right, they got to go through the whole stupid court case of everybody knows who killed her. It's obvious, fucking like
she's
so
gone,
they
and
got
they
to
have
deal
her
with
right. They can put her where she needs to be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, I got to get off here anyway. It's 10:30, and Jackie's I've got to get up early. What's today? Tuesday.
Yep, today's Tuesday.
I don't even know what day it is.
Let's see what develops, and I may go back live Friday and we can talk about it more. And see what develops between now and then.
Yeah, because I'm off Friday. So
cool.
It would have to be after Jason if he does a live.
If you're off Friday, what about Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday night's good.
Okay, because I don't want to do Wednesdays because that's where April and Glenn moved to Wednesday night instead of Friday night.
Okay, cool.
But if you're off, then it makes it easier for people the next day. So maybe we'll go Thursday night, and that'll give a day, and we'll see what's developed since then and talk about it more.
Yeah, if you hear anything, let me know because I'm at work Thursday, and I gotta go take the car back to the shop tomorrow for some more work.
I'm not going to get into any issues, or I'm not going to get any details, but I'm having some issues with health wise, and once I get a final diagnosis, if I get it, I'll share it with y'all. But I don't want to.
I hope everything is. I hope it's nothing serious and everything.
I probably won't know for a while, but I do too. Trust me. I don't want it.
Somehow, out of this dime bag that I have, there's 2 nickels. Look at this. Wait.
Well, 2 nickels make a dime there, Cheech and Chong.
That's right.
I don't know how they got in there, but
you got Cheech, you got Chong. Now we got Little Dong.
I don't know how that happened, but
Hey, look, guys, thank y'all for coming on tonight. I love y'all so much.
Bye, guys.
And I hate to cut y'all off, but I really gotta get off here tonight. But
all right, man.
Thursday night, I'll send y'all a link.
All right, cool.
Okay, Steve.
Hey, good seeing you guys.
Good seeing you.
Good to see you.
Grandma, good night.
Good night, grandson. Sweet dreams, you all. God bless, and I love you.
You too.
God bless. Good night.
All right, Willie. Will, stay out of trouble, buddy.
Back to my romance movies.
Oh, there we
Bye.
go. See you
later.
Hey, I'm on my own. Fantasizing.
Just behave.
Always.
Thank you, Des.
Bye.
See you later. All right, guys. Love y'all. I'll go live Thursday night. See you Thursday night. Love everybody. Thank you for watching. See you then.